Some songs don't just play, they freeze time. One hit, one moment, and suddenly an artist touches greatness, then disappears before the world can even say their name. These aren't just tracks, they're accidents that shaped genres, voices that broke hearts once and never again. And the deeper this list goes, the stranger, sadder, and more unbelievable the stories become, especially the one waiting for you at number 1. Number 12, Sideshow by the Dramatics. Sideshow is heartbreak wrapped in velvet, a slow-motion ache drifting across mid-70s soul.
With a broken heart, you see that
it plays like a quiet confession whispered backstage after the curtain's already fallen.
See the man.
The Dramatics stretch every second, letting the pain spill gently instead of breaking all at once. The arrangement moves like someone still reaching for a love that has already stepped away.
There's got to be no sound.
Strings hovering, drums breathing, guitars painting thin lines of sadness between phrases. The lead voice doesn't shout, it doesn't beg, it simply remembers. There's a dignity in the performance, a softness that makes the loss hit twice as hard. You can hear someone trying to stay graceful while a heart sinks beneath the surface. Every harmony slides in like a friend placing a hand on your shoulder. And the falsetto lifts near the hook, feel like the moment when tears finally overcome pride. Listen for that trembling ascent, a single vocal rise that says everything the words don't. It became the group's defining moment, an unspoken signature that stayed alive long after their chart presence faded. Number 11, Rock Your Baby by George McCrae, 1974. Rock Your Baby sounds like sunlight bouncing off a disco ball before anyone knew what disco was. It's breezy, effortless, almost naive in how modern it felt for its time. It went number 1 in over 80 countries, sold 11 million, and yet George never again stepped into the same global spotlight. A Roland TR-77 drum machine, stiff, mechanical, futuristic, sets a heartbeat that feels nothing like live drums. Layer George McCrae's feather-soft falsetto over that pulse, and suddenly you get an entirely new lane of music. The groove doesn't force you to dance, it invites you. That's why the song exploded everywhere, little movement, big warmth. The vocals feel like air slipping across glass, light and glistening. You can imagine the studio that day, a placeholder session, someone filling a spot, everyone unaware they were creating a global wave. Number 10, Be Thankful for What You Got by William DeVaughn. This song moves like a long drive at sunset, slow, warm, honest. William DeVaughn wasn't a star chasing fame. He was a government draftsman with $900 saved, a quiet man walking into Sigma Sound Studios carrying only a belief that his words mattered. And somehow, that quietness became the song's superpower.
can still
The record hit #1 R&B, #4 pop, sold nearly 2 million, and then he quietly walked back to his day job.
tenors in the back.
The groove sits low and unhurried, the kind of pocket only MFSB could carve.
Against the white wall. TV and
Sparse instruments drift around him, a soft guitar, a gentle bass line, just enough keys to light the edges.
just be thankful.
Nothing crowds the message. The track breathes like someone reminding you of blessings you forgot you had. Devon's voice isn't flashy, it's true.
Begin to sing with a gangster lean. Woo-hoo.
He sings like a man who knows struggle, knows disappointment, and knows contentment anyway.
Diamond in the back, sunroof top.
When he stretches diamond in the back, sunroof top, he doesn't brag, he imagines.
Though you
And that imagination gave millions of listeners permission to feel rich, even with pockets light.
begin to sing with a gangster lean. Woo-hoo.
Number 9, Boogie Down by Eddie Kendricks. Boogie Down is a man proving a point. Eddie Kendricks had spent years as part of the Temptations, one voice among giants. But when he stepped out alone, he carried both a high tenor and a heavy expectation. The song peaked at number 2, pop, number 1, R&B, and became his biggest solo success. A moment he never repeated, but one that proved he didn't need the Temptations to create magic. This track is him answering every doubt with rhythm, grace, and a falsetto sharper than a spotlight. The groove is early disco energy before anyone dared to name it. Tight drums, a bass line with swagger, layers of sound moving like dancers in tight formation. Eddie's voice slices through the mix, bright, nimble, endlessly smooth. He glides over the groove like he's skimming across polished floors in a basement party somewhere in Detroit. Number 8, Rock the Boat by the Hughes Corporation. Rock the Boat is pure summer joy, but it didn't start that way. Its first release barely made a ripple, fading off the charts almost unnoticed. But New York DJs heard something radio didn't, a buoyant groove built for packed clubs where sweat drips, lights spin, and strangers dance like old friends. The horns enter like a breeze pushing the boat offshore. The bass bounces with a soft insistence, and the vocals, smooth, steady, confident, a glide more than a push. Once disco floors grabbed it, the track skyrocketed, hitting number 1 and selling over 2 million.
And I've always had your tender lips.
Listen for the lead vocal resting lightly on the groove, never forcing, always floating. Its success wasn't hype, it was the dance floor choosing the song before radio did. Number 7, Woman to Woman by Shirley Brown. Woman to Woman is a confrontation sung with the grace of a sermon.
You might not know who I am, big old fine sexy thing.
Stax Records was collapsing bills unpaid, walls shaking, but Shirley Brown walked into the studio and delivered a performance that froze time.
Like me. But the reason I'm calling you tonight,
It hit number 1 on the R&B chart, sold over 1 million, and became the last major hit before Stax crumbled.
you see, it's only fair that I let you know that the man.
The spoken intro, improvised in a single take, feels like the calm before an emotional storm.
It really don't make much difference.
She doesn't shout, she doesn't accuse, She declares, every line is measured dignity wrapped around heartbreak.
Every day, you see, I promise some notes every month. So I just
When the singing begins, the voice blooms. Gospel training meets secular bruises. Strings swell behind her like a choir lifting her truth.
I think you understand how much I love my man.
Listen for the moment she shifts from steady conversation to a soaring vocal line. It's the bridge between strength and vulnerability. Number 6, Do It Till You're Satisfied by BT Express.
As long as you can, when you're through.
This track is pure street energy, hand claps, low-end groove, and a chant-like hook that feels made for block parties stretching past midnight.
Everybody knows what they like to do.
BT Express didn't overthink. They just played, and that looseness made the track irresistible.
Just do
The song hit number 1 R&B, number 2 pop, and helped shape the future of extended dance mixes. A brand new drum machine keeps everything grounded while the wah-wah guitar paints curves around the beat. Voices shout, answer, tease.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied.
It feels like 10 people leaning into the groove at once, everyone feeding off each other's energy, but staying locked in tight. That's why it only took 2 takes. The chemistry was already burning. Listen for the spoken middle section and the long instrumental stretches, early seeds of remix culture. Number 5, Mighty Clouds of Joy by the Mighty Clouds of Joy. In 1974, gospel didn't cross over. You stayed in your lane. But the Mighty Clouds of Joy believed their sound could stretch wider without losing its soul. This track proves they were right. The song earned a Grammy and played on both gospel and R&B radio. A rare bridge between 2 worlds. It begins like Sunday morning, warm, bright, hopeful. Then soul and funk slide in without breaking the spiritual center. The horns testify. The rhythm moves with gentle conviction. The vocals rise like stained glass light, filling a sanctuary. Listen for the harmonies blooming in the hook, rich, layered, rooted in church tradition. Number 4, You and Me by the Stylistics. You and Me is Philly soul in its purest form. Elegant strings, delicate rhythm, and Russell Tompkins Jr.'s falsetto floating like candlelight. This wasn't a big hit, but it felt big. A masterpiece whispered instead of shouted. Tom Bell arranges instruments the way an artist layers color soft strokes, small details, everything placed with intention. The rhythm section barely breathes. The song glows from the inside out. Listen for the strings rising just before the chorus, a lift so subtle you almost miss it, but it changes the emotional temperature completely. It charted modestly, but remains a hidden treasure for listeners who chase craft over commerce. Number 3, Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder, 1976. Stevie doesn't just perform, he smiles through the music. The horns burst in like confetti cannons. The groove pops with unfiltered gratitude.
They can feel it
It's a tribute to the masters, Duke, Ellington, and others, but the joy belongs entirely to Stevie. Where other songs try to lift you up, Sir Duke sweeps you off your feet. Number 2, Hollywood Swinging by Loving You by Minnie Riperton.
Is all I wanna do.
Loving You is not just a song, it's a breath, a whisper, a mother singing to her child.
La, 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 la.
The arrangement strips everything away, no drums, no clutter, leaving Minnie Riperton's 5-octave range exposed in the most vulnerable way.
What you bring, stay with me.
The song reached number 1 in 1975 and stands today as a perfect, singular masterpiece.
No one else can make me feel the colors that
Her voice feels weightless, sunlit, almost not human.
loving you.
She floats through notes like someone painting in airwaves rather than sound.
Life is filled with love and you.
The melody moves with the softness of a lullaby,
I see your soul come shining.
but the emotion sits deep: joy, love, fragility, hope.
No one else can make me feel the colors.
And when she enters the whistle register near the end, you feel something lift inside you, a reminder that the human voice can still surprise us.
You is easy 'cause
Listen for that whispered assent, a sound only Minnie could touch.
each day in springtime, 'cause love.
She passed away just 5 years later at age 31, leaving behind a short legacy and an eternal lullaby.
Loving you.
And that's the magic of these one-hit legends. 12 moments, 12 sparks, 12 stories that remind us how powerful a single song can be. If one of these tracks brought back a memory, hit that like button and drop your top 3 in the comments. I want to see which ones still hit the hardest today. Make sure you're subscribed to RnB Grove so you never miss the next deep dive into the music that shaped us. And when you're ready for more, check out our next video, because the groove doesn't stop here. It just drops into the next track.